Hey, how are you doing? Merry Christmas. A little bit early, about a week early, but I wanted to get into the spirit of things today, and I have a ton of hats and headbands that I normally wear to embarrass my kids and family members. So I figured I'd invite you into my little holiday spirit today and share with you some ideas as we are navigating our way through Christmas and moving into the new year and already starting to make plans for what's to come. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Angela Doggett, and I'm with In One Piece, and I'm all about living a balanced life in the mind, the body, and the spirit, and here to encourage you with some healthy habits and ways that you can do that, and you can join me on this journey of discovering all the time healthy new ways to apply to our daily living, easy ways, things that we can do ourselves, and it's not real difficult, just getting on board. Hello everyone, welcome. Hearts, 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 yes, give me some of those hearts. I always forget to ask for hearts, so today my girlfriend Carmen, she's always asking for hearts, and I'm always going 100 miles an hour trying to give her hearts. So yes, Orlando, the way to go. If you hear some dogs barking, I've got a ton of dogs in my house today, so Happy New Year soon to you too. I love the holidays. I'm all about the holidays. I have everything. It's like where Santa Land threw up at my house. So why do you crave greasy foods? Well, we're going to get into that in just a little bit. I wanted to share with you today our colonic safe. I'll be honest with you, I've never done a colonic, so I haven't done a lot of study about it, but that is something I will definitely get on and do some research and come back to you with maybe some answers. Thank you for all those hearts. That's awesome. Oh, now they say 2016. I don't know how that happens, but I like that idea. So, but today, welcome and thank you for joining me. If you don't get to stay for the whole broadcast, come back and check it again. And I think I'm going to upload it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is In One Piece. It's the letter N, the number 1, P-E-A-C-E, peace. And I want you to come back and I want you to really delve in and listen to some of the ideas that I have. I offer a detox, a cleanse at the beginning of the year. Thank you so much. And welcome, New Zealand. And I want to share with you a little bit more in detail because I've had a lot of people ask me about cleanses and detoxes. And I've tried several, and I don't like to push anything that I'm not a fan of or that hasn't done something for me personally. This one I've done, this one I love, and this one I want to share with you. And if you're interested in it, then you can email me at, let's see, where's my paper? I've got papers all over the place today. Orlando's cold today, you guys. I don't know about where you are, but today, the 40s, 60s, cold to me. Anyway, this girl's from the South. I'm a Southern girl. So anyway, that's my email address, inonepiece@gmail.com. inonepiece@gmail. You know what? I think I messed up my own email. Are you kidding me? Ditch that. It's inonepiece, in the number 1, P-E-A-C-E, .ad@gmail.com. I apologize. I'll redo this. I am definitely from the South. I grew up in Louisiana, so I grew up on fried foods, gumbo, jambalaya, etouffee, fried crawfish, boiled crawfish. That's what we had, and we had sweets on the table every day, and so it's been a long journey to get back to a good, healthy baseline, or to find it for the first time for myself. But I did about 7 years ago, and I still love all that, but I have created a new healthy baseline for myself, and I want to share with you some of the ways that I did it. And one of the ways is by creating a new baseline of health for myself. So as I move forward into the new year, I've discovered the foods that my body loves and the foods that aren't so nice to me, and maybe share some of that with you. And if you're interested in participating in the 14-day reset cleanse, new year, new you, thank you, then you can contact me at inonepiece.ad@gmail.com for more details on cost and how to have access to this cleanse. I'm only going to offer it probably 2 times next year because I put it in with my health coaching practice as part of the 90-day intensive total body makeover. But I really wanted this year to share it with you outside of the 90 days and get you on board because I really care about your health. I know what it's done for me. I'm going to be 50 in March next year, and I just feel healthier and happier than ever. And I want all of you out there to feel the same as I do. So let me jump right in and answer maybe some questions right offhand if you're interested in a cleanse. Is a cleanse for me? How do I know if I'm ready for a cleanse? Let me ask you this. Do you get a bloated feeling after eating? Do you tend to gain weight easily, especially in the belly area? Do you have headaches more than occasionally? Do you have extra pounds that won't come off with diet and exercise? All right, Roman. Do you frequently belch or feel gassy or gurgling in your belly? Do you tend to feel lethargic during the day? Do you have cravings for sugar or starchy foods? Do you experience mood swings or anxiety? Do you have difficulty focusing or experience foggy brain? Do you have allergies or hay fever? Do you experience pain, muscle achiness, or stiffness in your joints? Do you feel addicted to foods that you know aren't good for you and yet you can't stop? Do you feel anxious, upset, nervous, or downright cranky? If you've said yes to any of these questions, then a cleanse is for you. It's time. Now, I understand you don't want to start something just before Christmas. I don't either. But it's time now, because in 2 weeks, we're going to be hitting to the beginning of the year 2016. And forgive me if I miss some of your questions. No, it's not a bad thing to say yes to everything. But forgive me if I don't see all of your questions, because I want to jump right in the meat of this scope today and give you this information, because it's real important. You've got 2 weeks to start thinking about what you want to do after New Year's to set the tone for 2016. I always feel like the way you end one year is the way you begin the next. So if you're just scrounging together a bunch of stuff to hurry up and do something because that's what everybody else is doing, then it's going to start your year in a rush, and it's going to get you kind of pushing you out front a little too fast. But if you start thinking about it now and really, really go back and watch the scope again and say, you know what, this is for me, then you're starting the process of setting a new health baseline for yourself, and you're going to start the new year off on the right foot. And I can't wait to take this journey with you. So if you said yes to those questions, then a cleanse is definitely for you. The next question I want to propose to you is, how can I use this cleanse? Well, this is how you use the cleanse. The cleanse is is this program vegan, vegetarian, or raw? The cleanse portion of my program is entirely vegan and contains some raw recipes, although there are several recipes containing poultry, fish, and eggs for those that prefer to keep animal protein. How long is the program? There are 3 phases of this program. It's called a 14-day reset cleanse. There are 3 phases. Phase 1 is a pre-cleanse. Now, in the pre-cleanse, this is what you get in the pre-cleanse. The pre-cleanse is all about making the commitment, setting your intentions, shopping for cleanse-friendly ingredients, and beginning to ease your body into the full cleanse mentally, emotionally, and physically. Because this cleanse is that. It is balance. It's going to bring you back to a baseline mentally, physically, and emotionally. Then there's a phase 2. The first phase, the pre-cleanse is 2 days. Phase 2 is 7 days. That's the actual delving into the cleanse portion of it, the meat of it. In phase 2, during the cleanse, you're going to follow the simple elimination diet plan and body practices, because that's what this is. It's an elimination cleanse. And then in phase 3, there's a reintroduction, and that takes about 5 days. And in the reintroduction phase, you will reintroduce foods back into your diet one by one to identify food sensitivities and intolerances, and create a maintenance diet that best serves your unique body. I'm going to tell you something. It does exactly that. It did that for me. I learned so much about which foods cause inflammation in my body, which foods caused me to break out, which foods made me feel sluggish during the day and gave me foggy brain. Elimination diet, way to go, at least for me it was. And I know for a lot of you, you're trying to figure out, I'm trying to do this, trying to do that, what's wrong with me? Sometimes you've got to eliminate some of the foods that you're eating and then integrate them back in one at a time. There's no alcohol on this, and there's no caffeine except for yerba mate caffeine tea, which is, it's naturally caffeinated, so it's very, very low caffeine. But no alcohol, no sugar, none of those things. So let me continue down here so that I don't get ahead of myself. The pre-cleanse is 2 days, like I said. The detox itself is 7 days, and the transition is for 5 days. Why does this cleanse work so well? Because 14-day cleanse is it's low cost, low risk, and great way for you to learn more about which foods your body embraces the best. Does this program contain allergens? The cleanse program is free of soy, free of dairy, free of gluten, free of most meats, free of nightshades such as eggplant, bell peppers, and tomatoes, dried fruits, citrus, coffee, soda, alcohol, sugars of any kind, and corn. But during the reintroduction phase, we're going to include gluten and dairy so that you can learn to see how your body responds to those food groups. Is it safe for nursing and pregnancy? With any diet change, one should always consult their physician. However, this program can be used when nursing or pregnant. The program is based on clean eating and does not include anything that would be harmful to new moms. But of course, you want to run this by your doctor, absolutely, before you would delve into something like this. So, what comes with the cleanse? Well, the cleanse itself is you're going to get access to 30 days of all the materials. It's going to start January the 8th, which I picked strategically because I love the number 8. It means new beginnings. And how appropriate to start a cleanse and a detox elimination diet for balance and creating a new healthy baseline than on the 8th, which is new beginnings. Beginning the year off on the right foot. Sorry, my paper was flying away. So, but you get 30 days complete, thank you. You get a complete access for 30 days to all the materials. So you can delve right in. But this is everything that I'm including in the 14-day reset cleanse. You're going to get the cleanse itself, which are the 3 phases laid out for you in detail. Then you're going to get 14 daily affirmations that I've included. You're going to get an honor hunger scale, which is, I'll explain that to those that join in a little bit more in detail. And then you're going to get a how-to water guide. You're also going to get preparing for success, how to clear the kitchen clutter. You're going to get illustrations for dry brushing and the benefits for dry brushing, which is very important for the 14-day reset cleanse, which it lays it all out. And then you're going to get three bonus gifts that I'm going to just throw in there for with it. You're going to get 3 health coaching videos that are specifically designed to guide you through the 3 phases of the cleanse and prepare you for integrating towards your new healthy living baseline. I'm sorry, I had a ton of information. I was hurrying up and jotting it down, and I want to read it to make sure I get it all out there. So you're going to get access to 3 health coaching videos. You're also going to get cleanse-friendly juice and food recipes in addition to what the 14-day reset cleanse provides for you. I've thrown in a few extra ones that I actually have found other places that are cleanse-friendly that you can also use over that 7 days. And then you're also going to get email support from me personally that you can reach out to and communicate, ask the questions that you have, and I can help you, guide you along the way. And again, if you email me at n1peace, the letter N, the number 1, peace.ad@gmail.com, I will give you more detailed information like price and what any other questions you may have prior to joining this journey with me in January on the 8th. So what is the, let's see. Let's get back over here. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Let me go back to my notes here to make sure I cover all my bases. When do I start? January 8th. We covered that. You'll have access for 30 days to all the information. And then last, what will and can I and what will I expect to feel or get from this cleanse? And this is the most important because you walk away with more than what you go in with, or less if you want to think about the elimination diet and the things that you're going to shake out of your system and out of your body that were not nurturing your inner garden. So this is what you're going to get, and this is how you can expect to feel when you're done with your 14-day reset cleanse. You're going to release toxins and excess bloat from your tissues. You're going to reset your digestive system. You're going to create new healthy habits, because it's more than just about what you're eating, but it's how you're eating, and there's all kinds of new things in this cleanse that it goes beyond just the food itself. There are other, I'll talk about that in just a second. So anyway, you're going to create some new healthy habits. You're going to renew your baseline of well-being. You'll learn how food affects the way which foods affect the way you feel, and you'll also know how to you will also learn how to attune to your body's unique needs and activate your healing potential. Now, that's what you're going to walk away with. You're going to get much more than that if you're anything like me, because when I try something or I go after something, I absorb everything out of it. I really try to squeeze every little ounce of okay, I know I can get more out of this experience. What am I missing here? So if you're that type of person, this cleanse is for you, because it's more, like I said, it's more than just about the food. Yes, obviously, that's number one. We're eliminating the foods in your body that have toxins and that are creating, like I said, acne, bloated feeling, foggy brain, sluggish. You're just losing your energy and just everything. You're not feeling your 100%, and you know what 100% feels like for you. So if that's you, then obviously there are some things in your inner garden that we need to weed out, and that's what this elimination detox and cleanse is all about. However, in addition to that, you're going to have daily times for prayer and meditation and stretching, and also for walking out into the sun, or ways to breathe in the fresh air, because it's also about being attuned to your body and being attuned to your inner garden, what's going on the inside of you, and listening. So many times we get so wrapped up in life and circumstances and the things that just bury us because it's just ongoing. I know a lot of my friends, and myself included, this year's been a really, really trying year. And so we get caught up in all of those things, life in general, and we lose that small little amount of time that we need for ourselves every day to refuel and replenish. And so that's a part of this cleanse. You're going to get also, in addition to that, my 30-day devotional on how to live from the inside out. It's going to be yours to keep, and it's going to take you beyond the 14 days, where it gives you health tips, it gives you inspiration to daily devotions, and it also gives you a little testimonials that come from my personal life and how I am here today. And it's all because I've really worked hard at balancing what I put in my body, what I put in my spirit, and what I put in my mind, and what I surround myself with on a daily basis. So that's it. That's the 2016 New Year, New You 14-day reset cleanse. And that's what it contains. If you have met this criteria, maybe you missed some of the scope today, go to YouTube, because I'm going to upload this on YouTube after we're done. And you can go back there and you can just delve in and fast forward through the parts you've listened to and rewind and just take it all in. And if this cleanse, or if this is something you are interested in, please email me today at the letter N, small n, 1, the number 1, peace, peace.ad@gmail.com. And you may say, what is in one piece? Well, in one piece is something that a friend of mine sat at my table one day, and we were thinking of the name that represented, a name that would represent me personally in my journey. And the first thing that came to me was, you know what, my life was in pieces. It was in pieces because of a really bad public divorce, and then I went down a really bad path afterwards, depression, alcohol, drugs. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of myself for, but it was in that time that I began to rebuild my life and find a healthier baseline. And I wanted to create a company called In One Piece, or I wanted to create a company at the time that I didn't have a name for, that would touch on all of these areas, that I could reach out and help others like me, and help others find their path, find their balance in life again, in their mind, their bodies, and their spirit, and use the tools that I learned along the way for that. And she said, well, it sounds like you're at peace now. I said, I am. She said, so you're in one piece. I said, yeah, so that's what it is. I took the pieces that were all over the ground, had fallen apart in my life, and I put them back together again with my faith in God, and taking care of my body physically as well as mentally and spiritually, and I came together in one piece, P-E-A-C-E. So that's just a quick little testimony of myself. That's who I am. That's what my company is. And this 14-day reset cleanse may be for you. And if it is, I just want you to reach out to me, and I will send you all the detailed information about it today. But I'm going to be back on the scope again, maybe even later today or later this week before the holidays, because I've got more hats to show you than I have here at the house. But you have a wonderful weekend. It's the last weekend before Christmas. Don't get in a fight out there. Don't go into road rage. Take a deep breath and say, you know, this too shall pass, and I'll finish this day and I'll get everything done I need to get done today. And if it doesn't get done, brush it off your shoulders, start again tomorrow. It's all good. But I'm Angela Doggett. Thank you for joining me today. And I want you to always remember to trust the process and keep going. Share this scope with your friends, and I look forward to hearing from you. God bless.